everybody. Good morning. My name is Steven. I'm from Louisa, a little ways west of here. I'm 20 years old, and I have an 18-month-old daughter, Ariana. I'm one of those people who have come to love the little things in life. After being put in foster care at 15, I slowly but surely turned into an introvert. One of those people who tries to read everybody in the room. That would be a little difficult right now. Prior circumstances had turned me into an angry kid. You know how some stray dogs will try to fight you even though you're just trying to give it food or something? That was the general gist of my reactions to the different people I was meeting through foster care. Nothing was clicking for me. Until CASA got involved. CASA's job is to promote the well-being of kids and young adults in foster care and provide a voice for them in court as well as a source of mentoring. CASA assigned me a Bridges to Success coach, Gwen, who, being honest, is my best friend of 5 years and the person who wholeheartedly gave me the confidence to be here today. I also met Sherry, my CASA volunteer. It's not only obvious that she has my best interests in mind, it's obvious that she cares about me. And I promise you, coming from somebody who spent a lot of their childhood alone, that makes the biggest difference in the world. I've learned that the three most important things to people in this world is their money, time, and their loved ones. CASA has without question spent a lot of money and time on me, but these two have aced the job on making me feel loved. I'm as bipolar as the weather around here, but my Bridges coach helped me work through why I was so moody. She helped me understand that my anger and aggression towards other people was misplaced and showed me a clear view of who was trying to help me and who wasn't. Everybody has those specific moments in their lives where they struggle harder than others. I had a 6-month stint locked up in Newport News, surrounded by kids who wanted to hurt me and hurt themselves. Between the rotting subfloor and omnipresent fluorescent lights beaming down on me, I felt completely trapped. The only reason I didn't lose hope and kept pushing through was because Gwen picked up the phone every time I called. She drove the 3 hours to visit me as often as she could, and she would constantly remind me of my goals and how I could use being in a place like that to further them. My goal was to help kids stuck like me. So I started watching how my fellow inmates would act, and it became clear to me that most of them didn't have anything like a CASA. Their families had given up on them like mine had on me, but they didn't have the extra support I had. Can you imagine being 16, locked up hours away from your hometown, without anybody checking on you? Imagine having nobody to come pick you up. That's an unfortunate reality we live in. I've probably met 2,000 or 3,000 kids through the foster care system, and 98% of them clearly needed CASA intervention. My CASA volunteer, Sherry, to me at least, has a place somewhere between guardian angel and superb secretary. Any questions about pretty much anything are not too much for her to figure out. And that's really helpful because we have a really confusing legal system. I've always had access to grants and funds and blah-blah-blah because Sherry is at the top of her game. When it came time for me to move around, and I moved around a lot while I was in foster care, I always knew that Sherry and Gwen were going to have things ready for me. They were going to be there to help me. In 1988, President Ronald Reagan made a proclamation to make the month of May National Foster Care Month. There's a section in this proclamation where he states, "The aim of all foster care must be the establishment for the child of a sense of permanence and belonging." Fast forward 28 years to the last May President Barack Obama was in office. In his National Foster Care Proclamation, he states the following: "As a nation, we have a duty to empower each child so that they have the same sense of promise and possibility as any other young person, no matter who they are, where they come from, or what your circumstances are." Now, the big question is, What can you, an average Joe over there, do to help kids like me? Here's what CASA's done. In 2019 to 2020, CASA volunteers amassed 139,302 volunteer hours. These hours were valued at $3,964,535. I'm sure everybody in this room has donated their money to something in their life. You're all aware of the effects that has. Every year since I got put in foster care, my CASA workers were able to drop off bags of things I had asked for at Christmas and on my birthday because people like you had donated money. You guys know what Christmas feels like. It's awesome. The most valuable thing they've given me has been their time. A person who volunteers their time to help a kid find their way back through a hard life is the kind of person I'd want to be around, especially to have my back. These two have been the stability for me this whole time. They're the only constants in a crazy, very surreal journey through foster care. Now I'm an old man, and my favorite things in the world is being able to hang out with my daughter and go fishing and stuff. My Bridges to Success coach built the bridges for me to travel to success, and my CASA volunteer advocated for me when I was confused and didn't know what to do or where to go. My daughter and I owe you guys so much. Thank you all for having me.